guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Samantha B, and today we have
Siki.
the Bay. Yes. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like my videos and comment down below if you have anything to say. So basically today's topic is
Postpartum support.
yes, which is basically support that mothers can get from fathers, or family or someone they live with, just to help with the pregnancy and everything. What we're going to talk about is what happens maybe like before the pregnancy, and what happens after the pregnancy, after giving birth, and how you can help. And yeah, that's it. And just a disclaimer.
What we're going to say here shouldn't be taken as professional health advice. We are just sharing the experiences we've had as a couple, and we are just trying to shed a light to what you might expect. Pregnancies are all different. We're only sharing what we experienced so that you may have a little bit of an idea of what you can expect.
Yes. For me, what was happening, like whatever I needed to do or whatever I needed to change, like before the pregnancy was still the same thing I needed to continue doing after the pregnancy. Like I experienced tiredness, and I needed a lot of rest before the pregnancy, so I was sleeping a lot and I wasn't doing much as I was used to. And then I needed to drink a lot of water. The other thing is I wasn't exercising before the pregnancy, so even after the pregnancy, of course, I was not exercising, but I was taking walks like before the pregnancy and after the pregnancy, which helped, especially towards the end of the pregnancy. And then I was getting vitamins, like prescription, and Bay was buying me vitamins. The other thing that used to happen a lot was the swelling. So I would swell like my hands, feet, and face. I don't know. They wouldn't tell me, but I needed a lot of rubs and massages. Yes. So if you could get like oils for that, like your they say you can use coconut oil, olive oil, like straight
oil.
bio oil. Yes. And then the other thing is the food. The diet needed to change. We started to eat healthy even after the pregnancy. I think we still need to maintain that healthy diet and everything. Even with the vitamins, we still need to take them even after the pregnancy. Yeah.
To add to that, the vitamins specifically, Prega M is very important. You can get it discount clicks. Also, folic acid, calcium. The mother needs to have those things. They're not very expensive, but you have to budget for them.
Yes.
Also, on the diet side, I have to put aside quite a bit more money, because she would go through an econo pack of apples. That's 1 kg of apples in 2 days. And that's not the only thing she would eat, because she had cravings. But if you eat healthy stuff where you can get all the nutrients and minerals and vitamins from, then the cravings go down a bit. So like she would eat watermelon a lot, grapes, nectarines, so a lot of fruit. And I'll talk about the tiredness also. I used to have to cook more often, because
Yes.
if we leave the cooking to her, it would become a burnt offering to the Lord. Yes.
Amen.
And also
Yes.
the walks and exercises. I used to exercise myself, jog and stuff, but because I had to support my partner, I had to slow down the pace so that we'd walk
Yes.
together.
Yes. Who wants to walk next to
a buff horse.
yes. When they are just come on.
And the swelling, you have to. It used to happen not every day, but every 2 days she'd experience like a little bit of pain in the
Pressure.
feet, and also lower back, because obviously, so you have to rub a little bit, stop that rubbing. And the rest, I'm saying it again, if she sleep 8 hours a night, she'd sleep a little bit more now. 10 hours is the average. And in the second and third trimester, other activities will obviously be a little bit less, fewer occasions for such activities. Yeah, that's a general guide, people. Just make don't.
But still, don't go elsewhere, ne?
Yes.
Don't go
Be with your partner.
Be pregnant.
Yeah.
Too.
Be pregnant too. What I used to do is that she would sleep next to me, and I'd sleep. But then I'm a light sleeper, so every time she wakes up, I'd wake and not be able to sleep again. So I'd take my phone sometimes and watch a lot of YouTube videos. That's how I got to be really yes, to pass the time. All right.
Other thing I needed just to add on is that with the food, I think when you just go for healthy food, the minute you know that you're pregnant, it just sets the tone on like your cravings and everything. So I'm not saying you won't crave like unhealthy food, but if you just make sure that you get healthy food first, I think, yeah.
If you want chocolate, rather buy dark chocolate. It's more expensive, but it's healthier.
Yeah.
And it takes care of the craving. See? Hitting two birds with one stone. Yes.
Okay, let's now talk about stuff that happened like after giving birth. Sorry, the main thing that I needed to do is to sleep a lot because I was like so tired. And number two, because the baby doesn't sleep. The baby would sleep like 2 hours or 3 hours and then wake up for a feed, and it would be like that. So even with my sleeping, it would be like disturbed. So I think we basically need someone who's going to be there to just say, no, mommy, you can sleep, and I'll just take turns like feeding the baby and stuff. So I'm guessing if the baby is breastfed, mommy will have to, is it pumping? Yes, mommy will have to pump. Yeah, and someone will be there maybe during the night or the day if you don't stay with the mother, just to take care of the baby. That helps a lot. So with the crying, if there's someone there to take care of that, it also makes us happy. And yeah, I think most of these things that, like, when you have someone there, it sort of prevents the postpartum depression that normally happens after the pregnancy, because now we feel like so overwhelmed, yeah, and we have to like take care of the baby 24/7, and we neglect ourselves. Yeah.
What helped us also is that we had our baby during the COVID lockdown. So even though I went back to work, it was a different work pattern. So I was home 3 days a week or 4 days a week, depending on my pattern. And it helped us a lot to share the baby duties. And our baby was very active, and it was a cluster feeding. So
it was heavy.
He grew a lot. Like people would not believe it when we told him, yeah, he's only 2 months old, because he looked like he was nearing 6 months, because the mother is very healthy. So also after birth, okay, I'll start with from the day of birth, your priorities should drastically change. You are literally everything to the baby. Both of you are everything to the baby, and you as the guy are also the main supporter. So whatever the baby and the mother needs, you must provide. It is not something, it's not optional. It is prerogative. It's your prerogative to provide. So no guys trips or anything like that.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
It's family trips.
It's
and
family.
babies don't travel, so you stay home. Yes. So as I was saying, we had a little bit of a fortunate time because we were during COVID lockdown. So
yeah, we were always together.
Our experience is a little bit different from what you would experience right now. But either way, we also had a baby after COVID lockdowns recently.
That's another
story.
So
We'll get into that later.
under budget now. With the baby, like when you breastfeed, you don't need then to spend much money on food and everything, because babies are breastfed for like the first 4 months to 6 months, né? And then after that, the only thing you'd be buying is the clothes basically. And the advice is not to buy like a lot of newborn babies' clothes, because baby grow up very quickly.
Very fast,
yeah. So it's just that just have to budget for clothes at that time and medication, of course. And then after like 6 months, then we start the weaning. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when you will spend a lot on food.
Formula, purity, ezozinto. They are
Yes,
not
yes,
cheap.
they are not cheap. So yeah, babies must eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
To add to the clothing part, as she said, do not buy newborn clothing in bulk. Buy a little bit. Like
Your first 5 outfits.
yes, only, and then you can add a little bit to that. Then buy 2 to 3 months and 4 to 6 months at the same time, basically, because the baby will outgrow the first clothes very quickly and
Yeah.
might jump, like skip a whole size, like ours did. So at a point, we didn't know what to do because we didn't really have clothes that fit him, and the clothes that we bought were very new. So yeah, take from us and don't make that mistake. Just buy in stages.
Yeah.
So budget.
Even with the nappies, don't buy
Yes.
in bulk. You don't know how much the baby will grow. Yeah,
Yes.
so just buy maybe one.
One pack, like I think they have packs that have 50 nappies. They go like this, like
Yeah.
3 weeks. So you buy those, and then towards the end of the 3 weeks, buy the next size,
Yeah.
and then so that you don't have to now pawn off your nappies. No one's gonna buy nappies. I don't know why, because they're not used. But the shop
Yeah.
won't take them back, is what we're saying, even if they're sealed.
I
So
think there
they
are
do.
shops that I've heard, like if you have a baby shower, for example,
We
and
have
so
heard a
on,
joyful noise.
yes, and then like all your friends buy the same.
Yes,
Maybe
you
you
can.
you
Yes,
change
yes.
sizes. I'm not sure. We didn't do that, so I'm not sure. Yeah. Moving on. I also want to mention the toys. Yes, babies will need toys for.
Visual stimulation.
Yes, and I think the first two colors that you can start with is black and white because I think that's the first color that they see, and there's also red, so you need to buy toys with those colors. And then you can buy also colorful toys. They need to be safe as well, like soft, not plastic. I don't like plastic.
Yeah, like fluffy stuff.
Yes.
Fleece.
Yes. Yeah.
And you should play with the baby. Like
Yes.
make sure the baby always like sees your face and follows your eyes when you look.
Yes.
That's how you see that they're developing their sight properly. Also do the clicking game, like do this, and the baby should follow which hand is doing that. So
Yeah.
basically, you are also a toy.
Yeah.
And both of you should do that. Speak with the baby, make different noise. You don't need to really coo to the baby. You can speak in your normal voice. I know it sounds strange, but the baby should know how to differentiate between your voices. I'll just share this that our baby would try to imitate my voice when he hears me. So it'd be like, and, and when the mother speaks, he'd also try to imitate that voice. So babies are very
clever.
yes, they try and emulate the environment they're in.
Yeah. And if you want your babies to be like used to books and stuff, they must see you reading books, and even with the toys, you show them how to play the toys. So you basically have to play with the baby. Yeah. The other thing which was a struggle for me was like the playing part with the baby, because I felt like I was there to feed the baby, to sleep with the baby, and everything. Now, when it came to the educational stuff that I needed to do with the baby, I didn't have like the energy and stuff. So it helped a lot having someone else do those, take care of those other things.
Also, it is it could be disheartening because you do the same thing today. Tomorrow, the baby doesn't know what you were doing. So you have to repeat the same thing. The day after, you do the same thing. You start from the same point, you finish at the same point.
But it's fun. I have to eat.
Yes, you do come to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And you find that after like 3 days or on the fourth day, baby latches on quickly, sees, okay, this is what we're doing. So it gives you joy to see that, oh, finally, the teachings of the master are being emulated
And I
by
have to
the
add,
apprentice.
babies, they bring joy.
They do.
There's something about them.
If
I
you
don't
hear
know.
babies' laughter, it's a stress relief.
Moving on to the last part, I think this one talks to friends of the mother. It's not about the baby. I noticed that with some of my friends or people I knew, people I used to go out with and stuff before the pregnancy and everything like that, I noticed it sort of like stopped. People were not calling me to go. I don't know. I think so now I just need to emphasize that the stuff that you do with your pregnant friend, don't stop doing that. In fact, do more of that unless they don't feel comfortable. Like, for example, going out. Basically, when you're pregnant, you need to go out twice as much as you did. Why? Because you eat twice as much. Okay, it doesn't have to be twice as much, but you eat more. Yeah. So, and sometimes the stress and everything, it helps when you have like someone who's going to like be there with you, make you forget. Even after the pregnancy, like we need to get out of the house. Imagine like staying in the house with the baby, and yeah, so we need our friends to, yeah, to do their part. And
Appealing to the friend, really, to the friends of the mother. As a partner, you do your part, but you're both parents, so there should sometimes family or friends can provide that extra kind of support. So friends of the mother, yeah, do check up on the mother, do offer to take them out or offer to come. You know, these things are things that would be appreciated. Sometimes it's not easy to reach out to people, so you depend on the people to try and reach out to you, because you do get overwhelmed. I know it's like it's 2 to 1. There's one baby, 2 parents, but believe me, a baby takes all your time.
yeah,
I just worked and took care of the baby. That's the only thing that I did. Sometimes it became a little bit that I sometimes didn't really take care of the mother, because we didn't really go out after the baby was born until the baby was like 4 months old. We didn't go out at all, and that's not nice. Who's gonna take care of the baby though when we're going out? You see, and with a baby boy.
yeah. And it so did happen like for me when we actually did go out. I'd be out there enjoying my
Yes,
and I'll
it's
think
Billy
of the
Bolt.
baby. It happens like when you're out and you're like, I miss the baby now. So I think it goes.
Yeah, but you should have those opportunities whereby you can go to the movies once, just to de-stress, because it's an all-consuming job. It's your second job. In fact, it becomes your first job.
Yes.
Bringing a life into the world is an honor that is all-encompassing.
Just to close, I would also like to thank you, to thank my friends, um, and the people I worked with, and also family members who were there for us when we like welcoming our first baby and the second. They bought gifts. There were friends who asked me out and they wanted to see the baby. I don't want to mention names, but they really did make a difference, and they're now aunties and uncles.
Godfathers and godmothers.
Yes, yes. So thank you for the support.
Guys, there are lots of babies coming. Not from us.
No more from us. No, thank you.
2 or 3 is enough.
Okay, just to close off the video, thank you guys for watching my video, and please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share.
I will appreciate any comments that you want to add, because I know this is a broad topic. We might have not been as especially comprehensive. So yeah,